Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be providing a long-term market analysis for Matic, which is one of the most bullish looking altcoins, primarily for the reason that we're holding support right here at the middle of the range. We have a solid move off the summer lows, and all of this relative strength has led Matic to the all-time highs on the Matic BTC ratio. So if you guys enjoyed the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, by the way, I will leave a link to my Twitter page in the description below. Feel free to go ahead and check that out as well. I am fairly active over there with crypto content. So Matic has basically held the support right around 72 cents ever since breaking above it in July of 2022. It didn't really have that second leg down like a lot of other altcoins did in November and December. And in fact, what most altcoins did back here on the FTX crash was they came back down to either retest the lows, form lower lows, or generally just have that second capitulation. Matic really never had that, and again, all of that relative strength has been very beneficial for the chart. It's led it to make a higher high coming back above and retesting the highs from October at $1.30, which is the same level that we had as support at the beginning of 2022. So really just having a very solid outperformance with respect to the rest of the market and especially Bitcoin, seeing as how we are once again retesting those all-time highs towards the 6,000 Satoshi range. Now, with that being said, we are at resistance. Again, we were at the resistance around $1.30. That was the support that we had in the beginning of 2022. We had 3 retests before that eventual breakdown in the middle of 2022, and that was also the high from back here in October. So I would expect some sort of resistance to be held right here at the range highs. So if we were to have some sort of consolidation period of going sideways for a few weeks or even a few months, that would be very bullish, just sort of cool off this pretty impressive rally that we have been in since the beginning of the year. Or if we were to have a breakout immediately, just look for that level to be flipped back into support for any sort of bullish continuation. And at that point, if we are able to reclaim this level, that will most likely mean that the Matic Bitcoin ratio has made a new all-time high and broken above the highs from right here in May of 2021, in December of 2021, and just the most recent move back here in November. And when I zoom out, if we do get that longer term breakout, it will look like a resumption of this big uptrend that we have been in since December of 2020, and I would look for a continuation of that longer term trend. So just as an example and an illustration, if we do see this chart start to break out here, then I would just look for an end to this consolidation, an end to this sideways range, and look for a continuation of that uptrend, really just targeting that price discovery mode to the upside, looking for outperformance on Matic with respect to Bitcoin, and just having a lot of that relative strength continue to play out here on this weekly chart. And I think that would be the scenario where we would reclaim that level at $1.30 and then eventually start to make our way back up to the all-time highs, mainly because there's not much resistance between this level at $1.30 and the all-time highs from back in May of 2021 around $2.90. So that would be sort of the path towards all-time highs. Much further out from here, again, we are still below the resistance at $1.30, and this is going to be resistance until proven otherwise. So if we do have some sort of rejection, just look to see if we can form a higher low, if we can bounce off support, and then especially pay attention to the Matic Bitcoin ratio, because this is once again coming up to a very important level where if we get that breakout point, that will lead us into price discovery, where there's not really any defined resistance levels above the 6,000 Satoshi range. And we've seen before price discovery can be a very bullish mode for an altcoin, especially with the newer altcoins that are already in price discovery. There's just a few altcoins that launched back here in the bear market, some of which already made new all-time highs and really have gained that traction to the upside. And just as an example right here, Matic did go into price discovery right here in March of 2021. It had this double top right around 573 Satoshis. Once it was able to reclaim that, flip it into support, it very quickly had another leg up, taking it up around 1,000% in just 5 weeks. So you can see how quickly these moves to the upside can come when there are no defined levels of resistance. The difference though is that this was during the peak phase of the bull run, and now we're just sort of in an accumulation or sideways mode. So I wouldn't expect anything similar to this 1,000% rally, but we could very well see continuation to the upside and just in general resuming this longer term uptrend if we do get that breakout. And again, that's if we do get that breakout. We've seen 3 rejections prior to this retest, so very possible that we just have a few more months of consolidating to go and we actually just come back down to consolidate a little bit longer, and then eventually we do have an attempt later on in this year. So I hope you guys did enjoy the content and the analysis. By the way, make sure to check out my Twitter page. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.